I was not a pushover. But the cafeteria was already empty, and I don't think going to Mr. Powers and whining like a child would do me any good. I sighed and rubbed my temples. I am going to kill Natalie and Samantha for leaving me alone and getting detention for coming in late. Everyone must already be on their way to their lockers to attend their classes, and here I would be cleaning the mess I, supposedly, created. I could just leave whatever mess Melanie and her followers created, but I didn't want to give them another reason to get on their bad side and get detention. I sighed and walked out of the cafeteria. Instead of walking towards my next class, like I wanted to, I walked in the direction of the janitor's closet. The famous janitor's closet where half of the sluts in our school had lost their virginities. I could actually hear grunts and moans from inside the closet. Just my luck. No shocker there. They should sterilize each and every surface in that closet. Poor Mr. Janitor who has to touch the supplies on a daily basis. I was in a hurry to get to my class, well, whatever was left of it anyway, and I really didn't care whose baby-making I interrupted. After taking a deep breath, I turned the knob, and opened the door, and inside I found Harper Kane hooking up with his girl of the week. Or day. Or hour. Harper Kane, the obnoxiously good-looking playboy of the school. With green eyes, soft brown hair and a height of 6 feet 3 inches, he was every girl's dream. The only problem was that he knew how damn hot he was, and he took full advantage of it. Almost 80% of the girls here lost their virginities to him. What an absolute cliché, a bad boy who never settles down with one girl, broke the heart of all his hookups, and girls still pined for him. And the rate with which he was going, I was sure he would run out of girls to have sex with. But yeah, there was another high school not too far from here, so I don't think he was worried much about that. And I hate him. Shocker. If only he could respect girls more, and not treat them like shit. He slept with my sister 2 years ago, when she was a senior and we were sophomores. He didn't even have the decency to stay the morning after they had sex. I mean, how did he even get to score with a senior? Apparently, nothing is impossible for the high and mighty Kane. Harper didn't even have the decency to lock the door, and they didn't even notice me. I mean, hello, people don't want to open a door and walk in to see a live session of porn. The victim of the week was Maria Wilson, who was supposed to be a goody two-shoes nerd. Again, I'm not judging anyone, I'm just saying like I see it. Is there no end of Harper's charm? Apparently not. His body was a work of art, if only his ego wasn't too big. His body was lean and muscular, as if all he did was play with weights. And I could see a six-pack too. Is he on steroids? I mean, can 17-year-old boys even have such chiseled bodies? His dick was still inside her, and he was rocking his hips none too gently. Maria cried and moaned in pleasure at every thrust. Her back was arched, and eyes were closed. He was gripping her ass so hard that I was sure her ass would have his hand imprints. His other hand supported her by gripping her lower back. His abdomen muscles flexed at each and every thrust. I had a full view of Maria's backside, and it was a sight I will never be able to forget. I am literally scarred for life. For a second, I forgot why I was here, and wondered what it would be like to hold Harper's arms, when they flexed, when he was inside me and I was moaning in pleasure. Wait, what? I shook my head to clear my head of these thoughts. I needed to control these traitorous hormones. He sucked her breast, as if they were just going to ooze out the drink of the gods. He bit her already pink nipple, which made her moan so loud, I was afraid it would bring everyone out of their classes to check out the source of the sound. Awkward much. I cleared my throat, but I got no response. They were still going at it like rabbits. Disgusting. I cleared my throat with more force. Harper opened one of his eyes and looked at me. He still didn't let go of her nipple. He raised an eyebrow, but didn't stop thrusting. Oh God. Was just looking for some cleaning supplies. He didn't stop, instead just grabbed Maria, and wrapped her legs around his waist. Okay? Maria was still in her own bliss. I don't think she even knew that. Lunch period was over and she had to get to class. Leaving her nipple, he grunted and looked at me. What the fuck are you waiting for? Grab whatever you need. And went back to sucking on her other boob. Great. Just fucking great. I gingerly entered the already crammed closet, and grabbed whatever I needed to clean the cafeteria floors. They didn't stop even once, and I bumped into them so many times. I wondered if I had contracted a venereal disease by just being in the same room as Harper Kane. I gathered all the supplies, maintaining as much distance I could from the horny couple. Get out, already. And close the damn door, Harper growled. Wow, Harper could not have been more of an idiot. If I wasn't so out of my wits, would have given him a witty retort. Instead, I just grabbed the cleaning supplies and closed the damn door. If it was possible, Maria's moans got even louder. How in the world had no one heard her yet? If Maria's moans were anything to draw my conclusion with, I was sure. I now knew the reason why girls pined for him even after he left them hanging. I cringed at my thoughts. A guy who looked like a Greek god, and fucked like one too. Ah, cafeteria, here I come. My life is so much better than Harper Kane's, anyway. Not.